By 1993, Tommy Morrison had managed to bounce back from the first defeat of his career at the hands of Ray Mercer. He did serious work on his mistakes. He revised his tactical schemes, shored up his defense, and added variety to his attacking combinations. 6 straight wins, including confident decisions over solid journeymen, put him back in the title contention. Morrison earned the right to challenge for the vacant WBO belt, the very title he had lost a year earlier due to a sensational knockout. But standing across from him was no ordinary contender. Opposite him was set to step George Foreman, a living legend who, at 45 years old, continued to mow down everyone in his path. Foreman was going for history. He wanted to become the oldest world champion in history and prove that his devastating power had not gone anywhere. He came into this fight on a series of wins over young and promising opponents. His style remained the same: tank-like pressure, wide swings from both hands, and a cast-iron jaw that could withstand any punch.
Most people feel he needs that his career is over. He considered a serious cut. Good left hook on it to be over that. He accepts bad right hand. He said it was he was going to do it again. Good right. Under 30. Hopefully, WBO snapping that good stiff hit. Oh. That was one of those times when George did not push that. There's a good right hand.
From the very first seconds of the fight, it was clear that Morrison was sticking to the game plan. He immediately established control of the center of the ring and started working his jab, not allowing Foreman to close the distance. Tommy moved lightly, constantly shifting to his left, getting off the line of attack, and picking his shots with precise 1-2s behind his lead hand. Foreman, as expected, plowed forward from the opening rounds. He methodically applied pressure, cut off the ring, and tried to trap Morrison against the ropes. George worked the body, attempting to slow down the pace and sap the mobility of his elusive opponent. His punches carried significant weight, even when they landed on the gloves. Every shot posed a threat. Morrison refused to engage in exchanges. He met Foreman with the jab, and whenever the legend got too close, he immediately tied him up in a clinch, preventing him from winding up his wide swings. The first rounds belonged to Morrison due to his activity and accuracy. But it was evident that Foreman was patiently waiting for his moment, gradually increasing the pressure round by round.
But we need combination of his stage fright and ability to let's just stalk you. The game plan he wanted.
And absolutely, I think he's winning this. But he is putting puts Morrison in the corner or against the rope. And George traps Morrison in the corner, takes him ahead.
Damage, there it is again. We talked about Morrison. Foreman gave it a little Ali shuffle on that right hand.
Believe me. Good.
And a right. The uppercut scored. Round 7. Right hand from Morrison. And a left hand. He can't.
Firing back.
He got right hand from Morrison. Scored. And how much can the old man missed with the right? And another.
Foreman took his best shot.
Foreman.
Those punches took over. Morrison can move through that. No matter what he does, that's when you can see that he's taking over. George just keeps coming.
A little bit of rest here just by moving out of range of to this point. Foreman landed. And a left just grazed one. Factor it is his left jab. Under 30 seconds in. Not the usual punishing weapon. Gil, if you know your man's a
George, very remarkable, taking those punches. Continues to come forward.
But you think he's tiring
against the ropes. He doesn't get off. And Morrison's snappy left jab of George Foreman. And now George is really starting to. There was that.
Take a point away the next time.
All right. Rest seems to revitalize Morrison a little.
The pain, it served as a little breather for Action continued.
Taking a point.
Well, you're full 5 minutes he could have. Anything to be asking about the 24th that you raised certainly remain. Gill and Morrison fighting a 44-year-old.
Well, no,
they have to admire one round and not quite as generous. A dandy. Evaluated by some, but not 12. This being for George Foreman. He's in
the right hand by Morrison.
From the brow of Foreman.
Morrison, no matter how many times Morrison hit.
Dry out the soles of his feet. Crowd. Getting some chance from Tommy. Tommy and the
Morrison is landing. There I saw him. There's George Foreman, and I don't see him. Morrison has a
Foreman there. Landed.
He stays there before it's
all the way back to that mouth open for another around the ring. Good jab from Foreman.
Get off, Tim. Morrison
with the right behind it on the.
Foreman could win the last. I have Morrison.
Gill were in that.
And I didn't think Morrison. Again, we had.
He and his trainer Tommy Burgess.
I'm gonna get off first and beat him to the punch early in the fight. That could be a sign.
Fans knowing they're in for a war here. Side from Foreman. It's opening up. And escapes along. Low blow from Foreman
back into the corner.
A short left from George. Another low blow from Foreman.
Now George reacts. Morrison, Tim.
Morrison trying to keep his feet up. And a good left. Well, those are Foreman fans.
Of strategy. Morrison. So move.
A minute to go on the tip. Right hand behind the left hook. Down more here. He's in. Morrison, that blocked. Morrison. Final second.
Another low blow by George. Morrison got off first.
And scheduled for 12.
And you see
down by.
And win, and it looks like he did.
A factor in these late rounds.
Fighters get old, all of us walking in. Nails him with some kind of punch. Corner, and then the cat scratch hat and the dog. The dog.
Ahead.
Lanes, the referee doesn't get off at all. Got to say, that more around.
Well, throughout the fight. Again, Morrison's done that.
Because it's taking so long, sudden, but you can certainly see this.
Left hook leads. He's abandoned his of that during the last break. I don't see how Foreman can believe that, although Angelo does. Don't leave yourself open. And Warner says, be tight. His career, especially the second continue should he lose here tonight, but that's Tommy Morrison maybe on the verge of a monkey off his back at age 44. And Morrison will left 5 fights maybe.
If he loses the fight, don't
hand. Fight is over here. It'll begin.
Good right hand
here. There's a good left hook, but I don't think
as trapped on the rope. Morrison still beats him. No matter how long.
Under a minute to go, and
Lane lets them fight.
And he calls time with following the rules. I don't think there can be any controversy
in the fight. Fixing that tape. Lane. Oh, he said
Morrison had his hand up, and he kind of leaned back, stuck with his plan. If he wins this, he should have been able to stop him.
He got nailed.
You got it.
Thank you very much, and as we await the decision,
ladies and gentlemen,
Morrison, I think, answered in all.